Hey guys, it's Erin. This is me about almost 4 months after my total thyroidectomy. In about a week and a half, I'll be doing my radioactive iodine therapy, meaning that starting 2 weeks prior to doing the therapy, you need to start a low iodine diet. So I've been on it for about 2 days now. This is maybe day 3. And I am running out of things at home, so I just really need to go shopping. And so I'll do that now. I'm going to Wegmans. They have a lot in New Jersey. I don't know about other states if they have Wegmans, but it's a pretty big grocery store. It has a lot of options. And there's a couple health aisles too. So, if I don't find anything here, which I probably will, then maybe I'll go to Whole Foods, but I'm going to go to Wegmans. Hopefully it's not too crowded. It probably is. The parking lot is looking pretty busy. But yeah, I'll show you what I get. So I started with the produce, so lettuce, peppers, carrots, cucumbers, bananas. I try to find as much organic as I can. Next is rice and lentil pasta. I always like to look at the ingredients. Then I love this brand because they just have the 2 ingredients. You refrigerate it after use. Then I got some egg whites. That's a staple in the low iodine diet. Good source of protein. Got some matzah as well. There was gluten-free matzah, however, it did have whole eggs in it. Got some rice. Then I went to look for organic meats, so got some turkey burgers, instant oatmeal, 2 overnight oats. Got some jam and some nut butter. I did not see any peanut butter without salt in it. And macadamia nuts unsalted. Got some blackberries as well. And these are just some meals that I made throughout my time on the diet that week. Some matzah with nut butter and jelly, blackberries. That's a sauce that I made with just vegetables in a blender, nutritional yeast as well. Lots of omelets I made. Lots of omelets, salads, fruits, veggies. Even made muffins one day, which were really good. That's mashed butternut squash, rice, turkey, and asparagus. Some eggs with nutritional yeast and black pepper. Made these delicious pancakes with nut butter on top. Even made some oatmeal raisin cookies. Hi guys, it's Erin. This is a Tuesday. What day is it? December 20th. So today it's early in the morning, kinda 7:41. I have an appointment for my first thyrogen shot. There's going to be 2 of them. The second one's tomorrow morning. So this is my first one at the hospital. And so I'm gonna go in. Hopefully it's a quick thing. My appointment's at 8, and that's at interventional radiology. And after that, I did call a couple weeks ago just asking if there were any side effects or any contraindications afterwards, any downtime after. And they said no, just a sore arm. There shouldn't be any side effects. So I did tell my work I would go to work today. My work shift always starts at 8 a.m. So obviously I'm going to be a little late, but hopefully I'm not too late and I could just go about my day, and I will update you guys after my first thyrogen shot. So I just got in my car. It's so cold out. It's like 18 degrees out. Just got back from the first Thyrogen shot. It was really quick. Most of it was just sitting in the waiting room. I checked in, just sat for like 35-40 minutes. It is now 8:47. I'm going to head over to work now. Nurse was super nice. It's a nurse who needs to do the shot. It was in interventional radiology, and the shot wasn't in the arm. I thought it was an intramuscular injection in the arm, but it was actually in the butt. So today we did the right side, I'm gonna do the left side. Tomorrow, he said it'll be a different nurse who will be doing it, so I'll have to let them know. And that'll be my second one tomorrow, and then around the same time, so they're about 24 hours apart. And then later in the day tomorrow, around 2 o'clock, I'll go for the scan. I am at work. It's 11:40 a.m. so I got my shot about 3-ish hours ago. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit nauseous and no soreness in the injection site, but I am feeling a little off and just like a tiny bit nauseous and a little bit dizzy. I just need to sit down. Hopefully it goes away. I did look it up, and it does say the most common side effects for Thyrogen shot is nausea, vomiting, and I think dizziness. So hopefully I start to feel better. I'm just drinking a lot of water right now. Hopefully I could get through the day. Hi guys, it is now Wednesday, December 22nd. I am going in the hospital right now for my second Thyrogen shot. I did say yesterday around 11:30 and 12 o'clock I did feel nauseous. When I was at work, I felt just a little bit nauseous, not to the point where I had to throw up, but a little bit nauseous, just a little bit off. Slight sort of like body aches, kind of like flu symptoms, but not really, not head cold symptoms at all, anything like that. It was more just nausea, a little bit of dizziness, just a little uneasiness. And then I kind of got up. I needed to do something and I needed to get there. There's a patient that needed me, so I did that, and then I guess maybe it distracted me, and I felt better from then on. Felt normal throughout the whole rest of the day. Continued to go to work. Got home later that night. Ate fine. Appetite was fine. So yes, now it is 7:53. I know where to go now, so I didn't have to show up too early like yesterday. But I'll go in for my second Thyrogen shot, and this is the hospital that I'm going in. Oh, I can't. Here. I'll go in that building there. And then I'm gonna go shopping throughout the day. That's kind of my plan, last minute Christmas shopping. And then I am going to come back here, actually to another part of the hospital. I have to ask them where to go because I'm not really sure where nuclear medicine is. But I'll need to go there at 2 o'clock today and get the scan and get that done. All right, so I'll let you know how the second shot goes. This is the room I got the Thyrogen shot in, same as yesterday. They just took my vitals, and as I was taking this, they were just grabbing the shot from the pharmacy because they needed to sign it out. So I just got back from my second Thyrogen shot, just got in the car. I also found out when I was registering that I had to get a pregnancy blood test as well, and that is just for the scan, and the radioactive iodine is contraindicated if you're pregnant, so they just want to make sure I get that tested. I didn't know I was getting that, but when I was registering, they told me that I also had to do that, so I just went downstairs and got that done too. This is me just waiting for the outlets to open. I got there at 9:45 and they opened at 10. Some stores even opened at 11. So it is around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm still shopping. As I was walking around the outlets, I did feel a little dizziness, lightheaded, a little bit of nausea, just some uneasiness. Same thing and around the same time as yesterday, but it's starting to pass. Yesterday it just lasted about like 45 minutes, and it wasn't too bad. It was tolerable. So same kind of things happening, but I expected that, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Drinking some water, and that's it. And then I'll probably start to head back there in about an hour and register and get ready for my scan. I'm smiling because I finally finished my last minute Christmas shopping, and now I'm back at the hospital. Found nuclear medicine. So I just got out. That was very quick. I was in nuclear med, which is where I'll be doing the radioactive iodine tomorrow, and the scan. So I thought today, the day before taking the radioactive iodine, I thought today was when I'm doing the scan. However, it was just taking a slow dose of radioactive iodine. You don't need to isolate for it. I think it's called an I-131 radioactive iodine pill. I just took it with a cup of water, and he sent me on my way. So that kind of sets the body up for the scan that I'll be doing tomorrow morning. And then soon after that, I'll be doing the radioactive iodine treatment. So I went home and I wrapped all of my Christmas presents. Then I decided to go to the gym. It was a leg day, did the stairs as well. Hi, it is now Thursday, the day of the radiation and the scan. I'm currently on my way to the hospital, same place as yesterday. Sorry, you can't really see me, I'm driving. It is around 7 a.m. They want me to be there around 7:15 to check in, and then the appointment's at 7:30. So we'll see how it goes. A bit nervous because I don't really want to get the scan because, you know, it'll kind of say if there's still cancer there. So I really don't want to hear that I have it again. I don't want to hear that again, but it's just something that I need to do. And if you're going through the same thing or something similar, you know, it's just a blip that we just need to get through. And it's just going to be one of those bad days in our life, and it will be over eventually, and we move forward. So, and that's why we're doing the treatment anyway. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know. And we are back at the hospital, walking into nuclear med. This is where I lay down for the scan. So I'm just leaving the hospital. It's a little after 9 right now. I just did the scan. I didn't know it was going to take that long. It took an hour and 30 minutes. Just walked into my car, and it went well. So the nuclear med tech told me that he'll call me between 1 and 2 this afternoon to see what the doctor says, and we'll go from there. So the tech called me to come back at 1 o'clock. So I came back, did some lab work for pregnancy again. That took about an hour to come back. So I was just hanging out. My boyfriend called me. He could definitely calm my nerves a lot. And then the tech brought me back into this room where I got my lab work. This is the nuclear medicine room. That lead box over there right above the chair, I did ask him just out of curiosity what that was. And he said that that's where my pill was that I was about to ingest in just a few moments. So, you know, I just kind of laughed it off, and we were talking about other things, and he was really nice. And then the radiologist came in that room, went through all the protocols, and had me sign some papers, and then I was given the pill, and then I was sent on my way. All right, so it is around 3 o'clock. I just got back in my car. It's been a long couple days, but I just got back about not even 5 minutes ago. I took the radioactive iodine pill. I saw the doctor. She's very sweet. She gave me a pamphlet with all the instructions to follow. And so it seems like isolation will be just about 3 days. And she went through the whole procedure, risks, benefits. I had 2 focal points that they saw on my neck from the scan. So that's what we're treating with the radioactive iodine. And so then I will stay on the low iodine diet for another week, unfortunately. I gotta find some new recipes while I am bored at home. And then I will come back in a week on the 29th and do another scan for this radioactive iodine pill. So, and then they can compare it to the one that they took this morning and make sure that the pill works. Hi, so it's around 10:30 at night, the day of my radioactive iodine. So this is my first night of the isolation. I came home around 4 p.m., cooked some dinner, had that around 5. I was just hungry because I didn't really have a big breakfast. Just had a snack at lunch after my scan. And so far, no symptoms. I feel normal how I always do. It doesn't mean that I won't feel anything later tonight, in the middle of the night, tomorrow. Still might get the sore neck. Still might get the nausea, but still just, I got the pill at 3-ish today, and now it's 10:30, almost 11. So just have been relaxing, and I made some popcorn. Pretty plain, just put some spices on there, like a mixed spice, and minus salt, and I just cooked it on the stove. I burnt my first batch. It looked terrible, and it tasted very bad. And I'm just watching some Christmas movies. It's 3 days until Christmas, and I'll be here. So it kind of stinks, but, it is what it is. I'm just happy, I have the option to do this treatment, and I'm doing it, and I'm getting it done, and I'm just doing what I have to. So I'm just trying to stay positive, and, I'm getting a lot of texts from people, calls from people. I know that a lot of people are supporting me through this, and that's very, very important. I'm so thankful of all the people, friends, family, my boyfriend. They're all such a great support system, and they've been great to me ever since I was diagnosed. So yeah, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in this optimistic point of view. Still not in a great mood, going through all this. I definitely did not want to get through today, but made it. I knew I'd make it. It just needed to happen. Really got no choice. And it's only up from here. I did an at-home workout, brought my workout mat, had some dinner, made a baked sweet potato, watched some Christmas movies. Hello, it's December 24th, Christmas Eve, and also going on to my 3rd day of radioactive iodine isolation. Yesterday was my first full day, and didn't really do much, just relax. I did a workout at home, did some yoga, read a little bit, I baked a little bit. And then today, I'm probably going to do around the same sort of thing. Probably get some calls from some people, like family, and it is what it is, even though it's Christmas Eve, but it's just something that I need to do, and I knew it needed to get done, so just trying to make the best of it. So I thought I'd follow a recipe through the Radioactive Iodine Thyroid Cancer ebook that I found online. It's a great tool to use. I've been using that book since I first started the diet over 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to follow their blueberry pancake recipe, but kind of modify a little bit. I'm not going to add any salt, and because I'm just staying away from all salts, because I don't know if any is hidden in there, and I want this treatment to be 100% or 99% effective. So I'll follow their blueberry pancake recipe. I'll show you how to do it. Hopefully they come out pretty decent. Instead of blueberries, I'm going to use apples. I bought a couple of those prior to going into isolation. So I'll use those instead, and I'll show you how I do it. I first started my morning with my detox herbal tea. I got it off of Amazon. It has some diuretic herbs in there, so it helps with detox. Just trying to pee as much as possible. And also have this mag powder. It helps cleanse the colon and also helps with detox. These are all the ingredients I used. First, I started with the egg whites. Then I put in about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Mix those together. Then I added in some baking soda, some olive oil, a little bit of warm water. I think that was 3/4 cup, and then about 2 cups of flour. Mix those together in there. I wish I had a whisk. I only had a fork. That was my 2nd cup of flour. I didn't fill up the 2nd cup all the way because I was using arrowroot starch, which helps with the fluffiness of the pancakes. That's what that is. Then I chopped up about an apple and a half, small apples, and I just added those in, some cinnamon. And I only had this cast iron pan, so I made 1 pancake at a time. Took some time, but it was worth it. I like to use coconut oil. With cast iron, you want to make sure you put a lot on because things can stick to the pan very easily. And that was my first pancake. It made about 8 of them. And I added some maple syrup on top and had a side of blackberries. It is Thursday, December 29th, and almost 7:30 in the morning. That's when my appointment is. 1 week after taking the radioactive iodine, I have felt fine. I don't think I had any side effects. And I'm just going to go in. It's going to be another full body scan, except a little bit stronger for the amount of radioactive iodine that I got. That's the norm. And we'll see how it goes. Hi, so it is about almost 3 weeks after the follow-up radioactive iodine scan. Unfortunately, I had to wait a week after until my doctor called me back. I called the day of, and it's my endocrinologist who is supposed to call me with the results. And I called that actually the day after I got the scan, and they said, oh, he's actually away. You know, it was during the holidays, and he won't be back until Tuesday. So I had to impatiently wait all New Year's weekend. Tried to have fun, but in the back of my mind, I was extremely anxious about my results. And Tuesday came around. I was working that day. I called the office again, and they said, okay, we're gonna leave a message for the doctor by the end of Tuesday. I didn't hear anything back. Wednesday came around. called again. They left another message for the doctor. Still didn't hear anything. Finally, Thursday came around, which was a week after my scan. And I was with a patient at work and I was doing something with them. And then I had my phone on me and the doctor was calling me. So I said, excuse me, I just got to take this call. And then I had another nurse just take over what I was doing. And they were totally fine with that. They knew how important this was. And so I just went into a quieter room in the office where I work. And my endocrinologist said, yeah, so we got your scan results back. Sorry, I was out for a while. And your scan looks wonderful. So that is awesome. I am super excited about that. Oh my gosh, I was crying a little bit of happiness. And so, you know, that doesn't totally mean that it is 100% gone, but it does mean that the radioactive iodine treatment worked, which I was very nervous about, which is normal. And because I didn't really feel any symptoms during it of the radiation. So I was like, is it doing anything? Is it working? I don't feel nauseous. I don't feel pain in my neck or anything like that. So is it doing anything? So I was very happy to hear those results and that my body was receptive to it. And I didn't do it for no reason because that was a concern of mine, of course. And he did say, you know, I don't know if the radiologist told you when she gave you the pill, but you did actually have quite a bit of area in the neck and we gave you a pretty high dosage. So, and then the follow-up scan showed that there was just a little bit of color there, but that is most likely just residual. So I'll follow up with him in a couple weeks and we'll probably go over the results again, and he might order another scan or another type of scan. I'll get some blood work in a couple weeks as well, and we'll see then. One thing I will say is not during the isolation period I was in, but actually a whole week after, like after my scan, actually a few days after a week after my scan, I started getting side effects from the radiation. I did a little bit of research, and that's why they tell you to, you know, suck on sour candies, because radiation does, the radioactive iodine does come out through the salivary glands and can affect the salivary glands, which I did do. I did have sour candies. I should have had more after isolation, which I really didn't do. I was just kind of sucking on them during the isolation period. So I did get some sores in the mouth, and water tasted a little bit like it had salt in it for some reason. And I was like, it must be, you know, because the radiation. My mouth was also very sensitive to cold as well. So those are just a couple things. Since this is like 2 or 3 weeks after that, it's pretty much gone, but it does say online that it can linger a bit. I will discuss this a little bit further when I talk to my endocrinologist in a couple weeks, but I'm not really concerned because I'm pretty good now, and that is a common side effect of the radioactive iodine. So that's the update. And I think this will be the end to my radioactive iodine video. And then I'll follow up if there's anything significant with my next appointment with my endocrinologist.